What if I told you that some of the most important chapters of history were written not by kings, queens, or warriors, but by children who were forced into lives of pain, silence, and tragedy? These were the forgotten children of history. Young boys and girls used as pawns in politics, erased from royal bloodlines, or forced into roles that robbed them of their childhood. Today, we uncover the dark, heartbreaking stories of these children. Stories that history books tried to forget. Stay with me till the end, because what you're about to hear will change the way you look at history forever. The boy who was castrated to replace a dead wife. Ancient Rome was brutal, but one story stands out. Emperor Nero loved his wife Poppaea deeply, but after she died, he couldn't accept her loss. He found a young boy named Sporus who resembled his wife. Nero did the unthinkable. He had the boy castrated, dressed him in women's clothing, and forced him to live as Poppaea's replacement. Imagine a child, stripped of identity, turned into a shadow of someone else, for the pleasure of an emperor. History never tells you what this boy felt, because his voice was erased. The Forgotten Princes in the Tower. In 1483, England saw one of its darkest mysteries. Two young boys, Edward V and his brother Richard, were heirs to the throne. After their father died, their uncle, Richard III, took custody of them. The boys were locked inside the Tower of London, and then vanished forever. No trial, no records, no graves. Historians believe they were secretly killed to secure the crown. Two children, once destined to be kings, erased as if they never existed. The child eunuchs of the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire was famous for its grandeur, but also for its cruelty. Young boys from Christian villages were taken away as part of the devshirme system. Many were forced to convert to Islam, trained as soldiers or servants. The most tragic were those who became eunuchs in the palace. These boys were cut off from normal life, stripped of family ties, and used as guards for harems. To the empire, they were necessary. To history, they became nameless shadows. The Pharaoh's cursed child. Ancient Egypt worshipped its pharaohs like gods. But what about their children? One tragic case is Tutankhamun's unborn children. Scientists discovered tiny mummified fetuses buried with the young pharaoh. They were believed to be his daughters, but their short lives were never recorded. To the world, they were invisible. But their tiny coffins whispered a forgotten story of royal children who never lived long enough to be remembered. The boy shogun of Japan. In the 13th century Japan, a child named Kujo Yoritsune became shogun at just 2 years old. But in reality, he was nothing more than a puppet controlled by powerful clans. He lived surrounded by luxury, but had no freedom, no choice. His life was planned, his decisions made for him. A child forced into the role of a ruler, yet forgotten in the shadows of Japanese history. From Rome to England, from the Ottoman Empire to Egypt and Japan, forgotten children lived lives of pain, silence, and tragedy. They were heirs without thrones, pawns in power struggles, shadows in palaces. History rarely remembers them, but today, we did. Because behind every king, every empire, every crown, there are children whose stories deserve to be told. So tell me, which forgotten child story shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget, this is just the beginning. In our next episode, we'll uncover the dark beauty secrets of history. And trust me, you don't want to miss it.